by 23. There's a pocket shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I were Paul Renteria, even though I've got 4 strikes in a row, I'd be thinking this is where this guy starts every match with a string of strikes. And I can't let up. I've got to keep the pressure on him. The last 2 matches that Mike has bowled, in this situation, the 5th or the 6th frame, he's gone all the way through the 10th frame. So he can't afford to let up.
Paul Renteria. For the 4-bagger as he begins his 6th frame, leading this man, Mike Taylor, by 23 pins. What a way to move to Las Vegas. You moved to Las Vegas from Tucson. You entered this tournament, and you're in the finals for $200,000 right here in Las Vegas.
And no expenses because you live here.
That's right. There you go.
It's just hard for me to imagine anybody, I don't care how experienced, how good a player you are, the top professionals throwing the ball as well or better than Paul Renteria is throwing the ball right now for a difference of $100,000 in the match.
He wanted a reset, got permission. 7th frame, 5 consecutive strikes. Up by 33 pins. There's Mike Taylor just sweating profusely as he watches.
But he sure looks calm, doesn't he?
Yeah.
His eyes, he looks so calm.
Back it comes.
I tell you, with that broken bone in his hand, even those hand slaps afterwards have to hurt a lot, like a toothache.
As we get set for the final portion of this bowling championship match between Paul Renteria and Mike Taylor. Renteria up by 43, and we're back to the Showboat after this. 7th frame for the championship of the High Roller Tournament in Las Vegas at the Showboat. Taylor down by 43 pins to Paul Renteria. Renteria has 6 consecutive strikes. Taylor trying for a double.
To me, that ball came off his hand a little quick, Steve. It just, you could hear it hit the lane. I actually kind of bounced a couple of times when it left his hand. Remember, it's very warm, humid here, and there's a major mistake. That could cost him the match.
And that happened to him earlier, but he got the spare from the top instead of splitting the pins. This time it didn't hook enough.
And I think he remembered that shot. It was on the same lane. He tried to throw it a little harder, and all he did was just move it over a couple of boards, and it was enough to chop the spare. Maximum he can shoot at this point, Mike Taylor, is 212. He needs to strike out, get 212 to put any kind of pressure at all on Paul Renteria.
And he's light again, and he's got a sleeper back there.
And barring an earthquake or someone dying on the approach, Paul Renteria is going to win this tournament in $200,000.
Taylor with a 2-8 in there. He's down by 57 at this point. Came in from behind, missed again.
I think he's kind of given up right now, but still, consolation prize of $100,000, pretty good week.
Yeah, especially if you're going to have a bad game.
Yeah.
Well, the pride of Quakertown, Pennsylvania will still come home $100,000 richer, not counting what he's made in the sweepers and the VIP events.
It's been a great week for all these players. Mike Taylor's had a wonderful week, and of course the man of the hour on lane 60 right now on 6 consecutive strikes.
Up by 68 pins. Here's a man who had a 299 today in the earlier round. High, and there goes his string, but it's going to come at a most appropriate time. Look at Melinda. She's anticipating the finish of this as we are in frame number 8.
I don't think it will sink in until maybe tomorrow for Paul, just what he's accomplished here. The amount of money, the prestige of winning an amateur title like this. I mean, the High Roller event is one of the major amateur tournaments around the world, and this is course, a wonderful place to host such an event here at the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center. It's just, it's one of the main stops on the PBA Tour. It has a great history behind this particular facility, and they do such, Jack Cook and his people do such a wonderful job hosting an event like this.
The bowlers have fun here, period.
Even if you don't bowl well, there's a lot of entertainment available. And if you'd like to gamble, of course, you can do that. Just about anything you want to do is available, whether it be sports, entertainment, the night show.
A powerful Brooklyn strike. He's smiling now. A Brooklyn strike for Paul Renteria in the 9th frame. Up by 67.
He's going at a 238 pace, whereas Mike Taylor is going at a 171 pace with only 2 frames to play. It's pretty much academic at this point.
Right, and Taylor again leaves the 2-8. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel. He's just bowling it out. I don't know how I'd feel if I knew that no matter what I did, $200,000 is waiting for me. He's just tacked it in now, Mike Taylor. But hey, for $100,000, let's get it over with, is what he's thinking. You know, if you wanted that, you couldn't get it.
You'd never carry that if you needed it, that's for sure. I know he is disappointed, but still, all in all, when he has time to reflect on this week, it's been a wonderful, wonderful week for Mike Taylor and all his friends and family.
Well, he'll finish in the 160s. Interestingly, each person who's been defeated in the semifinals and now the championship will finish with a 160-something score. 167. Meanwhile, Paul Renteria just wants to finish it up here. With a 9 in the 10th frame, his friends know it, everybody knows it. Paul Renteria is the champion and gets a standing ovation. He's going to finish it up. He's got to finish. He'll wind up in the 230s. I want to thank Chet Henser, our outstanding scorekeeper, as always, here at the High Roller. What the heck? It's all done. Paul Renteria, 237 to 167 over Mike Taylor for the championship of the High Roller. And this young man, now of Las Vegas, is going to take home $200,000.
Paul, congratulations, $200,000.
Man, it's unbelievable.
Hey, welcome to Las Vegas. You just moved here a few weeks ago. Did you think you'd have a new start like this?
Never. This is once in a million. I mean, I got lucky and got a backer a week and a half ago. And and it was over the phone. So I hope he enjoys it, because I'm one real happy person.
Okay, real quickly, Melinda, what do you think about your man here getting $200,000?
I'm really proud.
And you weren't nervous once?
Yeah, very nervous.
All right, Paul Renteria will receive his check and his trophy for $200,000 right after this.